Despite the well-reported economic downturn, there has probably never been a better time to base a business in Kent. Locating Kent is the investment promotion agency for the county. And as Chief Executive Paul Wookey explains, they've been seeing growing trends of companies heading to the area.
In the first 9 months of the year up until December, we've already exceeded our last year's project target. So we're now on to 73 successful investment projects compared to 70 for the whole of last year. But, to put it in perspective, those projects are probably projects that have taken probably 18 months or 2 years to bring to fruition. So what we've had to do is really benefit from the relatively longer lead-in time that we've seen through our pipeline of new projects. We think we've got an advantage over many of our competitors, particularly with the advantage of the high-speed 1 service now coming in December. Most other parts of the UK would love to be able to say that they've got a high-speed service connecting their area to London or from London to from London. And then, of course, we've got the advantage of having the direct rail links back into Europe as well. So I think all those, combination of all those issues around, the connectivity to and from London, to and from Europe, the fact that we can offer a cost base which is, very competitive to London, particularly, even in today's market. And again, as I think we'll begin to see more and more London businesses particularly having to review their sort of cost base and their forward strategy, I think we're in a great place to secure some advantage from that. But yeah, I mean, it's the sheer diversity of Kent is I think unparalleled in terms of just the sheer scale and the offer that we have. We have sort of the urban areas around Medway, and we have some very prominent towns like Maidstone. But then we've got the great quality of life around our coastal areas and our rural villages. So all of that combined together, and along with sort of universities and some very important businesses here already, means I think we've got a very strong offer.
The support that Locating Kent can offer to businesses big and small is obviously important. One of those who has worked with them is David Bibby from the IT specialist company Zintech.
They've been very helpful in situating where we've recently moved offices to the Innovation Centre, which is based in the southeast. Locating Kent were very helpful in securing that space for us. Only recently we discovered Locating Kent amongst many other sort of networking opportunities, and they certainly transformed our business. And I often find a lot of companies I speak to are just not aware of them, and they're just working on their own solely, and they're finding it very difficult. So.
Find out more about Locating Kent by logging on to kentnews.co.uk.